the shocking new trend with senior and elderly care. Well, it's all highlighted right here in this article, which I will be popping up on the screen for you in just a second so you can see exactly what is going on here. And honestly, this is getting pretty weird, but this is realistically the reality of where things are going, and it's only a matter of time until they roll this out on a big scale. But that's exactly what they're starting to implement right here, and I want you to see it for yourself because this is the new economy, and this is where things are trending, and realistically, it's not going to be that many more years until we really see this on a major, wide scale. This is really weird, and I think this is probably going to be very, maybe confusing to a lot of people, and I don't blame you whatsoever at all. But with how things are changing right now and the implementation of all of these different aspects like this is exactly what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to pop this up for you in just a second so you can read along and see this. I know it's going to sound like this is unbelievable. This isn't true. Well, they're actually rolling it out already, and I want you to see what they're doing. However, super fast, hey, if you're enrolled in Medicare or you need to enroll in Medicare sometime soon, make sure to join the other thousands of people here in the community. Get your free review right here with this team of trusted advisors. They've already helped thousands of you here in this community. Look through your current situation, review your current plan, look through the 20+ thousand plans across the country, all the plans, by the way, to find you the best plan at the best price with the best fit, and again, hopefully save you a ton of money and get you a whole lot better coverages. In fact, the thousands of people that have already called them, a lot of people getting way better coverages and saving on average $1,100 by simply calling these advisors completely for free. They will review your current situation, find you those details, and again, hopefully save you a ton of money. And maybe you can be like the other people out there, the average person saving $1,100. Obviously, that's not guaranteed. Some save more, some save less, but that's the average savings across the board. And again, totally free to call them. I'd say give them a call, have a conversation, have them review your plan, your situation, and see what options you have. I think you'll be shocked, which, by the way, bring your list of questions as well. Again, Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Part D plans, initial enrollment, if you're turning 65 or retiring, or Medicare Advantage. They've got it all, and they can certainly help you. All right, anyway, more on that a little bit later. Okay, you ready for this? Let's pop up this article right here, right now, and you can see this. All right. Now, to be fair, you'll see it says China. We're not in China. I totally agree. At least I'm not in China. I'm not sure if you are. Maybe you're in China watching this, but I am not in China right now, okay? Just being fair with you. However, let's look at this because this is what they're doing. They're rolling out these pilot programs. How they're going to be implementing senior and elderly care going forward. People? No. Humanoid robots. Yes. What is a humanoid robot? What is that, right? Yeah, exactly. I think we all want to recognize, I don't get it. Like, what's that? A humanoid robot is literally like a robot that is pretending to be a person and basically taking over all the duties of a human, but yet it's a robot. It can work 24/7, 365. It's not going to complain. It's not going to get sick. It's not going to, who knows what. All the things that humans can't do. And all those details, a robot just works. It is given orders, and then it just does it, and it fulfills those orders. So in China, they are already implementing the humanoid robots to take care of seniors and the elderly. This is nuts, but it's a real thing, okay? Now, here's what's interesting about this. You might be thinking first off, who cares? It's China. That'll never happen here. Really? I wouldn't say that, okay? There's a lot of things that happen in different areas of the world, and then eventually it makes it here. That's just how it goes, right? It may start somewhere else. That's fine. Let them test it out. Let them see how it works first. Let them perfect it, and then we can maybe roll something like that up. But we already have robots working in warehouses and in factories and in fast food restaurants. We have robots working in a lot of different industries already in this country. Not necessarily wide scale at all, at least that I'm aware of, taking care of seniors and the elderly. But this will be a thing. Now, here's what's interesting about this as well. In the article here, it talks about the population of China, okay? So they have about 300 million seniors aged 60 and over, accounting for over 17% of their population, okay? Well, in not that many years here, they're going to see 400 million seniors, age 60 and over in their country. And again, that's going to be about 22% of their population. It's a lot of people. So with that, I was thinking, I wonder what the percentages are here in this country. I wonder what they are for the United States. I did some research as well. I didn't know these numbers until I did this research because I wanted to recognize this because I always want to bring you the details on this, and I find the statistics are very interesting. In the United States, right now, we have just under 65 million seniors age 65 and over. 65 million. 65 million who are 65 and over. Get that? Seems kind of interesting, but that's how it is, right? On a percentage basis, 19.46% of our population is aged 65 and over. Well, remember how I said just a minute ago? China has 300 million people that are aged 60 and over, and that's about 17.3% of their population. Meanwhile, in just a few years, they're going to be seeing 400 million who are 60 plus, and that'll be about 22% of their population. Well, as I just said, we have right now, again, 65 million, or it's actually a little bit less than 65 million to be fair, who are age 65 and over, and that encompasses 19.46% of our population. So in just a matter of years, it's not going to be that long until we're at 22% or more of our population that is also 65 plus, right? So do you see what's going on here, right? So unless we start to get a lot more people out there into the workforce of senior and elderly care, unless we get humans to take those positions, which I'm going to be fair with you, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to get enough humans coming in, going through the training and the skill training, the education training, whatever it happens to be to get these positions, whatever people need to go through. I don't think we're going to have the personnel, the actual humans, to be able to take on the volume of seniors age 65 and over that are going to be going into this. Now, obviously, somebody who's 65, 67, 70, 72, 75, somebody like this, generally these individuals probably don't need a whole lot of senior and elderly care. I get it, right? But when people start getting, 80, 85, 90, situations change, obviously, right? And the higher that somebody gets on the age scale, obviously their need for senior and elderly care gets greater and greater. Okay, I'm not saying everybody, by all means, no, not everybody, but the percentage of people that need some type of assistance, whatever that happens to be, or maybe moving into a situation where it's like a senior living or whatever it is, right? My grandma lived in that for a while, by the way. So I'm kind of aware of like how the whole thing goes, right? Move into a senior living, and then it's like you get like a menu almost, like the family gets a menu. How much assistance does old grandma need, right? And it's kind of based on how she's doing at the, I'm just saying she, because I'm based on literally my grandma when she was living in a senior living facility. By the way, she was like in her late 80s, like early 90s when this was happening. This was a number of years ago. But anyway, it's almost like they gave the family like a menu. How much assistance does grandma need now? It's like, well, she's losing some independence. She probably needs a little more, right? And you keep adding on these services more and more and more and more. So that means more people coming and visiting her and visiting the room and stuff like that, right? Point being is that when we start to see these implemented, right, when people get up there in age, then obviously they're going to need a little bit more services, and that takes more personnel. If we don't have the personnel to fulfill these positions, like China is experiencing right here, right now, which is why they're literally rolling out these humanoid robot pilot programs to take over these duties, because there's not enough humans to fulfill the work, right? Same situation here. So realistically, this is going to be the future of these industries. I know it seems like, no, that's not going to be true. I know, it seems super weird. But in like 5, 7, 10 years, the situation that we are dealing with across all industries is going to look very, very, very different. If you think you're going to roll up to a fast food joint in like 10 years from now and say, hey, yo, guy behind the counter or through the window, I want a burger and fries and a jumbo drink or whatever. You think you're going to be talking to a human? Not a chance. You're going to be talking to a computer, right? You're going to be talking to a robot arm. Seriously, right? Like all of that is going to be completely replaced with just AI and just like robots, literally, right? I mean, that's just in one industry, but this is going to be widespread across many different industries, and we've already seen it. AI is still very new. It just realistically started to be implemented in many different sectors of the economy just in the last like 2 to 3 years. I mean, 3 years I think is even a stretch. Like the last 2 years, AI and robotics and automation has really been taking over in the last couple of years. I'd say if we fast forward 10 years from now and we look back on this conversation, I think we're going to be shocked with how incredibly expansive AI, robots, sophisticated technology, automation is going to be running the entire show. I think we're going to be shocked, surprised, like, whoa, the takeover of robots and the machines. It's going to be kind of nuts. Anyway, I found this to be super fascinating. I like to keep an eye on this kind of thing because it's very interesting to see what's happening out there. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Again, if you need any assistance with your Medicare, again, supplements, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage, initial enrollment, if you're turning 65 or retiring, again, please do yourself a huge favor. Call this team of trusted advisors right here with that phone number. Give them a call. Just have a little chat with them. See what they can do for you. Have them review your current plan, your current situation. They will look through the over 20,000 plans across the country to find you the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for you and your personal situation. So you can see the doctors and providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to go to, the prescription needs if you have any at all. They're going to look through all of it and present you your best options. And hopefully you can be like a bunch of other people here in this community, the thousands and thousands of people that have already called them right there with that phone number. Hopefully you can be like a bunch of them and save a ton of money as well. You don't know unless you ask, right? Totally free, by the way, to have these advisors work for you and do all that grunt work. Please don't try to hack this out yourself. You can, but I wouldn't recommend that. Just let them do it. They'll be able to hack this out. They'll be able to do it in just a few minutes. They'll be able to find you all the options. It'll be totally worth your time. Seriously, a short phone call, totally worth it. All right, anyway. Please go ahead and share this video with your friends on your social media. Big share button down below. Otherwise, go ahead and share that phone number as well. If you know anybody that needs some assistance right now with their Medicare or they're signing up for Medicare, whatever it happens to be, go ahead and share that with them. And then when they save a ton of money and get better coverages, you get to be the hero. That's awesome. Otherwise, if you're new here, if you have not done so, please consider subscribing. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Again, share button down below. Otherwise, check out the nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand-selected for you down below in the description are popping up on your screen in just a second. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy, take care, have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video.